I am loving the new features of Ecamm. How it can have the blur in the background. It just keeps evolving. It's fantastic. Now, if they could only add one more thing, and that's the ability to flip the pages. How's it going? It's been a long time since I've done a live stream on this main channel. I just want to make sure everything is good. Where's my stuff, man? But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. Where's my, there it is. Show all windows. Oops. Anyways, like today I want to do some live video editing. I worked on a project last year where where's my, what's happening here? That's interesting. I worked on a project last year where I did some visual effects for a series. It was for a period piece which had which was shot, well, it was based in the early 1900s, and they were shooting at the Chateau Laurier in Ottawa, and so they had to remove all the modern day stuff from the show. Sorry, I'm trying to get into the groove here. I'm trying to get everything set up so I can see what I need to see. And then I'm going to show you guys the edit, and we're going to go through it. And I'm going to show you the before and the after, and we're going to make it work. We're going to do some, we're going to figure it out. It's not letting me put that up there. That's fine. Not a problem. My iPad keeps clicking out. Okay, so that's not going to work today. Never mind. I'm going to take that off. Okay, but yeah, let's get into the edit. Let's find some of the shots. Let's put it all together. Where are my comments? Where'd the comments go? I don't see them. So I need to open this up, click on that, and get my comments up because I'm not seeing the comments. Where are they? There we are. I knew there would be some people here. Hey, Luis, how's it going? How is everyone today? That's fine. I'll just put it over there. But yeah, let's get into it. And I just want to kind of do this live. And if you guys have any questions as we're going, yeah, definitely shoot me some of those questions as they come up. That keeps popping up over there. That's interesting. Okay, I will leave that there. All right. Jumping into it, let me know if the audio clicks in and clicks out. It does anything like that. Let me know. So here is Final Cut Pro. And I'm going to move that over there so I can look at that later in case I need it. Move this here. Just get some stuff. Housekeeping. Okay, so this is one of the very first shots right out of the show. Actually, before we even do that, I want to show you. Can you see what I'm seeing? Yes, you can. Good. That's good. Yeah, I just want to show you. This is the title for it. Oh, it's way over there. So this is the title that we created for it. Nice and simple. Just wanted something simple and elegant. And then this is season 2 that they're actually working on. So they call me back to do the second season because the first season we did a whole bunch of other stuff. It was more interesting to say the least. Like this is the opening shot from season 1. And it was just trying to find a recreation of Ottawa in Canada back in like 1907 or something like that. Even before cars were around. So, well, I think the first cars. And so we had to add this whole piece in, create this in 3D just to create that look. So we added some clouds and just something simple. It wasn't too crazy to begin with. And there wasn't a huge budget and there wasn't a lot of time, but we needed something that represented or established the time period. Just gonna turn that off. So yeah, those are the stuff. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. All right, so this is the first shot that starts off the series, and it's a limited series. There's 6 episodes. And it starts off, you know, happy times in the church. Everything's fantastic. But again, we needed to be in the early 19th century. So can you guys take a guess what was done in this shot? The church is real, but we had to do some stuff to, and I'll do the before and after. So this is the after. The before is, ready? Yeah, all the cars and that whole driveway. We had to, this is right here in where is it? Cursor Pro. Yeah, there you go. Just so we can see where I'm pointing. This whole section right here, that's the crew. These are all the crew vehicles because they were shooting in the church, and then they realized they needed to do a whole flyover of the church to establish it, because they wanted something similar that they did in the previous one. So yeah, the whole goal was to erase everything that was in the foreground to make it look like a dirt road, because this church only had a dirt road at that time. So yeah, the goal of today is to find all these shots, the before and after, put them all together into a little compilation, but as I do it, to walk through and actually talk about what was done and what needed to be done. So even like one of the next shots is just people standing up. It doesn't seem like a big deal. Hold on, I just want to make sure that the audio isn't too loud. Is the audio too loud coming from Final Cut? If it is, let me know. I'll drop it down. It feels a little bit hot. Oops. Yeah, so it's a very simple shot. People standing up in the church. The problem was they only had enough extras for one side of the church, so they filmed one side and then the other, and then the editor did a quick flip flop. You can see how this whole section is all messy and dirty, and they didn't know how to work it, so I had to go in and move people around to different places to make it seem, for this really quick shot, that there is it's a full church, because that's what they wanted to establish. And for the closer shots, they just bring everyone closer. Again, it was a limited series. It was a smaller budget, and they tried to do the best they can for a period piece, which is quite impressive what they were able to do. And it was actually directed by a director that I work with quite often on a whole bunch of different things, and usually doing this kind of cleanup visual effects stuff just to help sell the idea. And the more you can keep the person in the story, the better. And so many shows have invisible visual effects that people don't even realize or recognize. So yeah, that's 2. Let's cut these out. So again, I'm just going to use my simple shortcuts. Oh, I guess I should turn on Keystroke Pro so you guys can see what I'm clicking, if that's something that is important to you. But yeah, I've set up my keyboard shortcuts to just edit very quickly, and then I can. So let's move on to the next one. I kind of laid this out before as I was waiting for this. So again, this is just another example. They were lucky enough to be able to shoot in the Chateau Laurier in Ottawa, which is always busy. It's like right beside the Capitol. It's one of those places where it's near impossible. So COVID gave them that opportunity to actually film in this place because it was essentially locked out. It was they weren't using 90% of it. So yeah, here's another example of a shot. And this is just a transition shot that he uses throughout with these two maids. But the shot is simple enough. It doesn't look like there would be a need for any visual effects to be, or anything to be cleaned up in it. But when you look at the original and you see all the modern day things that had to be added to the hotel just to keep it up to standard. You have the door closer, you have the exit signs, you have the fire hoses. These all were not present at the time that this building was built. So again, once again, it's just like simple stuff. It doesn't seem complicated. This was technically an easier shot to do because it's static, but there's a shot coming up with these two people in the same place that actually was it was complicated. And if you guys are interested in how I did that kind of stuff, let me know, and I can do a more in-depth breakdown on how I did this kind of stuff. So this, okay, let me just prep these. So cut that. Oops. So I want to cut and then cut so I can grab that later. So this shot, it's a long establishing shot of this person coming into it and just experiencing it, the lobby for the first time. And it doesn't seem like a complicated shot.
I'm not being here.
Oh, I'm here for my first day of work.
Workers, go round the back.
So again, doesn't seem like much, but as soon as I turn off the cleaned up shot, you start to see all the little things that had to be tracked.
Miss, you cannot
Like if
be
you look
I'm
right
here
beside
for
their
my first day
heads,
of work.
Workers, go round the back. No exceptions.
turning it
But
on
I
and
can't
off.
be late.
So again,
Workers,
if you look at this guy's head, it's all the stuff that had to go behind him. And it's not perfect, but it happens so fast.
workers, go round the back.
And because you're actually literally paying attention to where the eye is. And that's one of the things that always keep in mind when you're editing, to know where the audience is going to be looking. And if there's anything distracting that's going to get them looking somewhere else, you want to avoid that kind of stuff. There's a show that I was watching recently where they had an extra that, like, say this was a shot, they had an extra that was right here taking up the center of the frame, arguably the most important part of the frame. And they were really big in the frame. They weren't too far away like these people are. And they're just standing there. Like in this case,
I'm here for my first day of work.
you have this guy walking by,
Go round the back.
which is fine.
Give her-
But again, it's just, so keep that in mind. All right, let's cut these out. You gotta find a piece of music to cut these two. All right. There wasn't much in episode 1, so let's pull up episode 2. So again, it's just a lot of shots that had the modern amenities, like the security camera right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe not. Let's go to 100%. But yeah, and it's just doing that during a tracking shot. And again, you don't want it to be flickering. You don't want to have any of those kind of issues. So turn it back on. There's a whole bunch of tricks that I use throughout this to edit those, to clean that kind of stuff up. Okay, so I'm just going to prep those shots. So here's another shot. This is in line with, again, these two maids that are used as transition points. But so they're walking. It looks like a clean shot. You don't ever think about what it could be. So again, just all the modern day amenities that are in the shot that need to be removed. Logos, vents, like even up here, this vent up here. Oh, it wasn't the vent, it was the fire hydrant underneath. But yeah, and it just keeps going where there's so many little things. Okay, let's prep that. This is something that the show was just released back in January. We worked on it late last year. Or not late last year, or early last year. It was in production for a while, and then they were waiting to release it at the end of the year. So it finally went live. It's on Apple TV and a whole bunch of other streaming services. Let's see. Okay, so there was only those 2 shots in episode 2. Cool. So let's go to episode 3 and grab it. So yeah, we're going to be fairly quick. So episode 3, just going to create a new project. So then we go to episode 3. There it is. All right. So episode 3, guy under bridge. Am I missing? Oh, that's right. There's that shot, episode 3. That's a big shot. There you go. Guy under bridge. Murder, mystery, love triangles. It's a nice little piece. Okay, ready? Okay, drop it in. Oops. And this one was just a simple remove the cars from the bridge because there were no cars going over the bridge at that time. Okay, here we go. Very next shot is exactly what I thought it would be. Okay. So yeah, apparently these kind of modern day street signs, the one that's behind here, these didn't exist. And also all this whole glass structure. So we had to figure out a way quickly to be able to get rid of that. Let me just prep this for those shots. So yeah, it's just about creating something that isn't drawing the attention of the viewer. And also the red canopies, apparently they didn't have those either. So just simple stuff. And the best part about invisible visual effects is that you won't see them. In any show. So it's almost impossible to pick out. So yeah, back-to-back shots. Oops. Nope. Cancel that. So really simple things. And the director was actually very specific. He went through this like very intricately and picked out all those signs that needed to be replaced. Now we're gonna get to a part. Oh, here's a big one. But we're gonna get to a part where was the bane of the show in terms of difficulty, and it includes this character right here. But we'll get to that when we get to that. No, not that shot. Not that. Already did that shot. There we go. Okay. Just getting all this stuff together. So again, just trying to get rid of statues, stop signs, traffic lights, all those things that just didn't exist. And I just wanted to put together a reel of the before and after. Oops. Missed a shot. Oops. Wrong one. So this one, it doesn't actually seem like there's anything that needed to be changed in it. Oops. Did I not put it in the right place? Oh, that was that one. Yeah. There was even, oops, graffiti that needed to be removed. Oh, that's why. I knew there was something missing. Turn that down. All right. There is a V2. Okay, and that is all for episode 3. It started out as a show with like 30 shots, and it ended up being 70 at the end of it. I'm just trying to get all my stuff. So this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. All right. Episode 4, let's go. And once I get all these shots together, I'm going to find some music and we're going to edit it all together. And no, that music was not part of this show. So with this one, I had to add in the chateau in the background because it was in the alleyways or the corridors that were away from the whatever. It was line of sight. We needed to put it in the background, so they shot this in a completely different part. And doing that, like adding that in, was actually more difficult than I originally imagined because of this pipe, because we needed to keep that in without destroying it. So I couldn't just use a linear key where I would be able to wipe out use the sky and just it was all rotoscope. And Roto Brush did not like that, so I couldn't just simply do it. It's a lot of hand rotoscoping. Simple stuff. Simple stuff that is tedious and long. Oh, here's another one. So again, it was just about trying to do stuff that you weren't paying attention to it, you weren't looking there, so it had to be just good enough to pass where people wouldn't notice it. That's why the lady's hair is just gone. Again, if there was plenty of time to work on this kind of stuff, to do that kind of detailed, but sometimes it just needs to be good enough where people aren't paying attention. Or people won't notice, not that they're not paying attention. Like if it's on the main characters. Oh, here's. Oh, yep. That's right. I did do it again. Beauty. Get rid of the other one. Next shot. And then the shot right after. Oops. Here we go. So this is one of those shots where, again, they didn't have curbs. They didn't have that kind of stuff. So we had to remove the curb, but not the guy's feet or shadow. So if you look at it again, so we have a guy walking there, but we have to make it look like he's on the same path as them. And add in some blowing debris. Cool. All right, next one. Now, here we go. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shots where we just removed the locking mechanism. Because apparently they didn't have locks back then. So this is one of the ones that was just hard to deal with. I'm going to zoom this in so you guys can actually see. Because when they blew it up, when they were doing the color correct, they were able to see. This is the first day of shooting that they were doing. And when they put the wig on the actress, they didn't have time to smooth out the seam between the two. So you can actually see the seam throughout the entire shot.
By we, you mean the much more Hayes families. It is
So we had to go in and digitally paint out
half the value of the
and
entire
fix her forehead,
establishment. What's more,
not to be noticeable. Again, it was meant to be invisible. It was meant to not draw attention to it because you want the viewer looking where they are looking. And there's a whole whack of shots like this. Oh, that's not for that one. What am I missing? Figure that out. Anyways, it's not what I want. I just want that one. Burn out. Oops. Drama, drama. Love it. All right, that's episode 4. Let's do episode... What was it? Episode 5. Nope. Yeah, here we have to remove the door number and make a servants. I don't know if you can see that. Sometimes it's just about the iteration. Again, this is a shot that had a whole bunch of exit signs and gunshot. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, here we go. This was a simple one. So these two characters, and this is spoilers for anyone that will watch it, is that they're actually ghosts that roam the halls. But yeah, let's find that. I want to put that shot in, so that's going to be in episode 6, because the other ones are tiny cleanups, and we've already done a whole bunch. So, new project, episode 6. There we go. No. All right. Where is it? Episode 6. There we go. Bring it in. Bop. So again, it's the no smoking signs. It's the modern day amenities that are needed. So we have to get rid of those. Even the plugs in the walls. And then they run off. Cool. So I guess that was more than an invisible effect. That was a VFX with a whole bunch of invisible effects baked into the shot. And then one of the last shots. So this last shot, we needed to add a horse in front of that carriage, even though it doesn't look like doesn't need to be one, but so adding a horse and a handler at the front of that carriage, and also getting rid of all the cars in the parking lot to the right side over there. Again, just trying to not break the audience out of what they're watching, especially for the last shot. And that's it. All right, let's get them all together and do some kind of before and after, shall we? There was a whole bunch more, but we'll figure that out later. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about how any of that was done or how the process, let me know, because otherwise I'm just gonna kind of keep going. Let's create a new project so we can do this. Project, call it before and after. What kind of music should I use? Let's see if. All right, so episode 1. Select that. Oops, not that. Copy. Go to before and after. Delete. And I know that some people will ask, why am I not using DaVinci Resolve? I just prefer overall, Final Cut Pro, it's so simple to use, especially when you're doing this kind of stuff. If I ever get to a point where I need to do more complex stuff, I will always do my first edit on Final Cut Pro, the rough edit. I'll assemble everything because it's so quick. And then when I have to do refining or more intricate stuff or even like visual effects, I can and usually do move it to DaVinci Resolve, especially when I'm getting closer to finishing, if I have to. The longer I can stay in Final Cut Pro, the better, because it's a pleasure to work in. Which scene was the most challenging? Wait, let me just drop that down. Oop. Oh, there we go. I guess I should go on there. Boom. Make that bigger. So the scene that was the most challenging, all the shots, because there was like 10 of them, of the wig. Those were really hard because a lot of them were frame by frame painting out, because there is no quick spot removal cloning tool. And even when I tried to use content aware fill, After Effects really didn't like that small thin line. So there was a lot of painting and cloning and shot to shot. All right, let's get but to be honest, this was probably one of the more difficult shots, because of all the different camera warping, the lens warping that happened on all these shots, the movement, the perspective of these, and trying to make sure that, like especially this wall right here, if you look right here, that it felt static and smooth. And then there's a lot of rotoscoping because there was a whole bunch of stuff that was in the back of the shot that we had to rotoscope around. And by we, I mean I did it. So grab those two, go back to my main edit, get rid of that. Now we're pulling it all together. Now it's coming together. Yeah, man, it's so good. Like, these are all the things that I've been taught and learned from people that were freely giving this kind of advice as I was coming up. So it's tricks of the trade that are freely given, unless there's something specific that you're referring to, which I'm happy to expand on. But you know, because you're doing the same kind of thing. You're sharing the info that you learn about certain processes and techniques, and it doesn't matter what you're working on. You're doing the same thing. You're just like, this is cool, I want to share that. That's kind of what we're doing here. All right, so that's episode 3. Episode 4, maybe I need to put in a few, oh, maybe I do need to put in a few more hair shots. Let's see. I think that's pretty good. This episode 4 it is. That goes there. That is that one. Like, it's almost like you can't even see it, but when the director was watching it on, because he did a whole, they watched the entire series in a theater. They did a launch for that, and he said it was like he couldn't stop looking at it. All he could stare at was that mask, and it's such an important scene where it's just like he knew if he left it that it would be one of those things where that's all people would focus on. They're like, what is that? Like, it's because it's not obvious, but it's annoying. And I think even the colorist that was working with him on this was like, wow, like, you know, that's impressive. Wait, what shot is that? Oh, that's that shot.
Too much.
All right, version 2. That means there was a better version of that. So before and after, and then we got 26. Cool. Let's get that in there too. Bam. Yeah, I'll zoom in 1 second. Let me get a big shot, a close-up shot. Okay, and she's zooming in. Oh, that's 27, and that's that one. All right, let's look at this in all of its glory. Ready? And go. Oops. Hold on. Let me do something. Let me do this because this is partly of what the before and after is going to be. So I'm just gonna move that over. I'm going to trim the right side, and there we go, side by side. So the one on the right, the one on the left is the finished shot, and the one on the right is not. So here, let's do the same thing for that. Go copy, and then paste. Okay, let's watch that. Ready?
And so we owe how much?
So can you see that? Like that, like, I don't know.
To this Cajun swine.
If by we,
Like, there's something up with her forehead. That's all I would focus on. And especially when it's like that's what you're looking at. And we had to clean that up. So look at that. Look how clean that is. That's awesome. Like,
in fact,
I'm actually very proud of these because it's
nearly half.
it wasn't perfect. Like, you can still see I didn't go too far into this part, but that just looks like a wrinkle at that point. Like, this is just a continuous line of craziness that
The value of the entire establishment.
and it's not to, like, this was the only scene that this happened with. Like, the makeup crew that was working on this, they did a fantastic job. It's just this was the first day and they needed to start. So it was one of those calls by the director that he's just like, we will worry about it later, and literally said the line, we'll fix it in post. If I was on set, I'd be like, no, we fixed it in camera. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like sometimes you do need to fix it in post. And in a recent video that I'm posting tomorrow, I actually talk about how 99% of visual issues and problems can be fixed in post. Like, we're at a point right now where we can fix stuff like this, and it's not terribly hard. Like, there wasn't a huge team working on this. It was just me, and I'm not the best visual effects guy. I just understand the process and how to do it and how to get it to a point where it's just good enough where it does actually pass by, because it's an invisible effect. So it's like, as long as you don't notice it, we've done our job. So I actually talk about where visuals, 99% of the stuff can be fixed. So you can paint stuff out, you can remove stuff, you can recrop it, you can do so much. With audio, If you do not get it right from the beginning, I don't care how good your plugins are. I don't care how good your mixing skills are. It is near impossible to make it sound good without having to re-record it. That's why they do Foley sounds. That's why they do ADR. And it's just like, it boggles my mind that people don't put more energy and effort into getting good audio. I am guilty of that from the beginning because I'm like, I make pretty pictures. But as soon as you start going start working on your own projects and you start working on your own stuff, man, oh man, if the audio ain't good, it's just craziness. Yeah, it was the wig. That's what the whole thing is. Fixing and post should be left for things you miss on the day of the shoot. Well, yeah, absolutely. But there's a point where if you have like 20 people standing around waiting for one thing, like if this had gone into the show and it was just part of it, I don't think people would have been like, I don't think they would have been too upset about it. Like, it's not something where, you know, she's wearing regular clothes. It's not that bad. It's one of those things where the brain just picks up, and humans are great at picking up these kind of things. Like they'll look at it and they'll question. They're like, what's wrong when they would just start focusing on trying to figure out what is the thing that is making this shot not work. But anyways, like these were definitely difficult shots, and they ate up a lot of time. All right, let's grab these, and then grab these. Oops. Bam. This is one of those things where I got permission to show this, to shoot this. Like, this is a show that is out, so it's kind of been on the back burner. I've already archived the whole project. I need to find the source files. I actually wanted to open up After Effects and show you layer by layer, but that would mean digging up those drives and bringing them out of storage. All right. So that was episode 4. Okay, let's grab episode 5. I don't think we put anything into. Oops. I don't think we put anything into episode 5, did we? I know there's a whole bunch of shots. Oh yeah, these shots. I guess that's important when we need to. Yeah, that one. That's a big one. That's a good one. Again, it's just, we're trying to find shots that are visually appealing, that you'll be able to see the invisible thing and not. Like, there's only so many shots of like, oh, we removed the... Where is it? Like in this one, we just added the door number to it, and I'm not too happy with it. It was literally like at the last moment, like, oh, can you add the number? And like, so I tried my best without having to recreate it. Where is it? Oh. It would help if I actually put episode 5 into episode 5. Because we already did that. So where's episode 5? Did I not put that in there? Ha. That's funny. Cool. All right, episode 6. I'm fine with none of those. There we go. Ghosts. Speaking of ghosts, did you guys watch We Have a Ghost on Netflix? I tried watching that the other day. By other day, I mean yesterday, and I fell asleep. Not because it was boring, it was just I was exhausted. All right, so we have our clips. Now, we don't want a 3-minute piece, but we do want... I'm going to grab these two. put it in there so I can. Oops. Come on. You can do it. Move over. Bam. And then the title. I'm going to bring that in too. All right. So we need to choose a piece of music. Where do you guys get your music from? Because I actually canceled all my subscriptions to all the different various art lists and epidemics, and I only stick with audio.com. All right, bam. Okay, let's go find some audio, shall we? Okay, I'm gonna stop the music so we can listen to music together, because that's what it is. Yeah, Epidemic, I think they have fantastic music. I didn't like that I had to have two separate accounts for multiple, this was back then, for multiple channels. I liked our list because they were able to give, like once you download music, you use it in your projects, regardless of how many channels you had. You own that kind of license. Audio is the same way thus far. And it's also, it's a one-time payment. And yeah, Luis, check it out, because it's $200 right now. They lowered it down from $500. So make sure you check it out. There's a link in my description if you're interested. But yeah, I have both the audio and the sound effects, and I haven't paid for anything. There's never been an issue with me posting a piece of content. All right, I don't want to start free. I need to log in. Where's my login? There it is. Log in. Bam. Yep. They don't have, audio doesn't have as big of a library, but it is growing. When I first started it, they had about 8,000. I think they're at like 13,000 tracks right now. So still well under what Epidemic and Artlist have. But they have sound effects and they have plenty of music. And all you have to look for is the money sign, and you know you're good to go. It's a bit loud. I'm gonna add in Safari so you guys can hear what I hear. Let me know if it's too loud. All right, bam. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear that. Let me know, let me know, let me know. A lot of the search features are very similar. Safari? Yeah, it should be getting. And they have instrumental versions. And just like Artlist and Epidemic, you can choose the instrumental version or the one with the song. So I love that feature in all the platforms, because sometimes I do use the words, but then I drag it, I fade it out to something else. All right, so we're gonna choose a video theme: corporate, documentary, educational, fashion, food. How about genre? Mood? Where should we start? How do you guys, what should we do for this? Upbeat, or should we go similar feeling, wonder, historic? Let me know your thoughts. I am open to suggestions, because that's usually what sparks some of the ideas. Let them chill. You have no idea how many client projects I have used their music on without any worry. I'm just like, yep, let's find something. Boom, go. And I'm able to bill back a little bit for the music search for that. So it's a great resource. And it's been what, 4 years, 3 years? It's pretty good, pretty good. Like the cost, the $1.99 cost is the same cost as like Artlist for 1 year. Hey, how is it going, Jasim? Nice to see you. We're choosing music for all the Invisible VFX that we're all the invisible effects that we just kind of put together. That's interesting. See, I can dreams. Intrastellar. That's interesting. Let's see. Let's get some strings in there. Let's see if we can find something. Something that's upbeat, but still within the mood of the show. Maybe I should get rid of earthy. Epic? Empowering, let's see. Now, have you seen some of the new AI tools that are out there? There is actually a tool where you can post, you upload your video and it will write a score based on a prompt that you give it. I have to look into it again. Like it's a paid service and it's not cheap, but like very interesting. Like that'll get there where that will get to a point where just based on a few prompts or examples, like this, like that, you'll be able to write music specifically edited to your piece based on the editing that you've done for it. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to all these AI tools. Like I feel already spoiled by all the AI tools that are out there that I'm just taking full advantage of and just loving. I don't care, man. Cheat all the way. Like those are life luxuries. Like I want to get back into the creative thing. Like I'm not a music composer, so it doesn't affect me. But I know that it's going to affect a lot of people that write music. But I know that my skills are being AI'd as well, like the editing, the motion graphics, like all that is coming. If you don't think it's coming, it's coming. So get ready to think differently, literally. Want Epic? No, that's right. Epic didn't give us much because I want strings. Yeah, the biggest issue with AI and it's doing it that way is that it's going to become very vanilla. It's going to become very mediocre at best. Like because everybody is going to be doing a version of that. Everyone's going to be, it's going to look so extreme and to the max, and then just it's going to become boring because doing those things, it's going to be about who can tell a better story, or better yet, who can communicate the message better. That's what it's going to come down to. Like even seeing the AI avatars that are doing educational content right now, like they're creepy, but it's going to get good, and it's going to get better. It's going to get really good. But again, it's all going to look the same because there'll be a point where AI will start to learn from itself, not have any new inputs, and the people that can actually output things that are still uniquely human are the ones that are going to have the drawing power. Like humans will be attracted to the human made stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, the AI stuff is going to do very well, and it's going to make a lot of people a lot of money. So if you have an opportunity to invest in those things, like, go for it. Okay, let's get rid of the strings, shall we? And that's slowing us down, man. Genre, ambient, let's get rid of that. Cinematic, cinematic and epic. Folk, maybe. Lo-fi, no. R&B, soul, singer-songwriter, world, cool. Acoustic, let's see what we get. Nice, done. It's good music. Cinematic classical. Ooh, what is that? I'm gonna save that for later. Ooh, I like that. Download. What type of project? Personal project. Continue. I'm saving that for later. Download song. I'm tempted. So the context of the video. Let's just turn it down. So the context of the video is Invisible VFX. Like, for instance, so I know that Jashim, you just joined us, but yeah, these are visual effects shots that I did for a series last year. And so, for instance, if you look at the shot, so we have to remove all the cars and the actual cement because they didn't have that kind of stuff. So when you play back the shot, we had to get rid of all that. So this is a before and after. So it's going to be showing the final shot, reversing it, and then showing the what was changed, and then playing the final shot. Excuse me. Or no, showing the final shot, reversing it, wiping out all the effects, playing it again, and then showing that. I like the song. I know it's offbeat and weird compared to what we're actually. There's enough pace in it where I can do the back and forth. I already downloaded that. And that's Look at Me Now by Kid Penny. Now I'm tempted to go look at their channel. Like, one of my favorite things when I do this kind of stuff is once I find an artist, I obsess over like all the stuff that they did, because it's like they have the feeling that I'm looking for. Well, maybe not that one. A little too bubbly. Okay, it's from this album. I can see that on my channel. Cool. Sorry, getting sidetracked. I know. Cool. All right, let's get back to business. Jeez, guys, stop distracting me. The genre cinematic classical. Let's go. All right, let's try that song. Let's try it. Because. All right. Download. Boom, there's the audio. And then we're dropping it into our project. Because, you know, why not? Why not? So that's the song that we got. I don't know if yeah. No, I'm not going to have that in there. I like it. I like it. What do you guys think? I think that it's gonna look and so you see all the clicks and drags you did from, oh come on, from the download to project. Is there a hotkey or shortcut that can make that happen instantly? No, probably not. Well, maybe if you use a I don't know why it's not letting me play that. Maybe if you find a way to, like if you use a Stream Deck, you can maybe do a hotkey where it's like, because they allow you to do multiple. Like I'm pretty sure if you used a Stream Deck, Luis, definitely help me out if you're still here. If you do that, you can actually program these to be a multi-function. Come on, focus, man. No, it doesn't want to do that. But anyways, there you go. You want to do, you can just push one button and then it will play it. Where is it? Where's my, oops. And then autoplay. So can I do that? Will that work? No. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those animations coming up. Crazy. Nice. Will that go away automatically? I don't know. All right. Let's get back to the screen share. Yeah. My camera went out. I forgot to charge it. the battery. Well, that's not true. I forgot to plug it in. Give me 1 second. I'm excited to edit this now. Huzzah! We're back. Anyways. Yeah, just see him if you wanna know about Ecamm or Stream Deck or stuff like that. Yeah, definitely hit up Luis. He's gonna help you out, especially with mics and all that stuff. Like I'm learning from these guys how to set this up properly. All right, so that is good. We're back in business, man. All right, so yeah, let's edit this thing together a little bit. All right, so what we're going to do, let's grab a little title, shall we? What can we use? Something clean. captions for FCP. No, build in. Cool. I'm going to use something clean, dramatic, custom. Boom. I'll work on the title later in terms of before and after VFX. I'll just call that for that now. Got to use my font. We'll figure out how to animate that. Oh, come on, you can do it. So cut there. Oops, you want to cut there? Yep. So then we'll hold. Oops. We'll do a hold. We'll do a hold on the bottom one. And we're gonna cut, turn that off. We're going to cut, oops, we're going to cut, and I want to do that. Then I'm going to do what? I'm going to reverse time travel. So I've got to select it. I got to get rid of all the audio because I don't need that. So then I want to reverse the clip. Rewind, reverse. Where is it? Why am I not seeing it? What? It's not letting me reverse the clip? Because I put in a, that's why. Okay, fine. I'll get rid of it. I'll get rid of the hold. Let me cut, get rid of that. Then I'm going to cut. I'm going to reverse that clip. Oops. And lift from storyline. Move it over. And we're going to speed that up. And I want to go like this. What do I want to do here? And then I create a hole. Oops. And create a hold. I'll create a hold on this one as well. Bam. So then we want to get rid of the crop. Oh, am I not in the first frame? That's interesting. Okay, fine. Wants the second frame. Fine. That's where Final Cut gets a little bit temperamental, I guess. So what we're going to do is we're going to over. There you go. There you go. That's the right frame. Add the hold. Get rid of that. And then we're just going to animate our trim. So it'll start there. Now, I guess I should reverse the actual clip. All right. Because then I can reveal what was done. That makes more sense. And so one of the things I actually did want to talk about above and beyond is when you're presenting these kind of, when you're doing these kind of reels, these kind of case studies, you need to be able to get people's attention within the first 10 to 15 seconds to keep them watching, because if they don't get past the 15-second mark, it's almost like YouTube. If they don't get past the 15-second mark, they're not going to watch more. You need to captivate them very, very quickly. So I don't know if this is going to be the first shot that's going to end up in the reel, but I know that it's the first shot that I have now, so I'm prepping it. And then I'm going to eventually, once all the shots are kind of put together, that's when I'm going to put them in the order that I feel would be most captivating, and then kind of see which shots work best, see which shots should stay and which shots should go. Should you stay and should you go now? Anyways, so reverse that clip, do that, close it in. Too fast, but all good. Then we hold that one. Now we lift that from the storyline. Go bam. Go bam. And then we're going to reveal. Shall we do that? Be good if it was the first frame. All right, let's see if this setup works, because then that will be the workflow that I do moving forward. Okay. Okay, that's weird. Let's try this again. But do we need music? Probably. All right. Let me hold that. That's frustrating with Final Cut. It's not giving me the last frame because I've already time tracked it. Interesting. Okay, cool. Then that's what it is. I got to work with that. See, sometimes I'm trying to figure it out just like everybody else. What's working here? Or, how about I just do this? Come on, come on. There we go. So I want to take that, and then I can cut right there, and then that frame should be able to create a new freeze frame. I know it's not the same way to do it. Wait. Create freeze frame. Why can't I remember? I haven't done a freeze frame in so long. Haha, exactly. Oh man. The time consuming things. Oh, you have no idea. Maybe you do. You have a good idea. You have a strong idea. Oh man, there's so much just troubleshooting. I was trying to record a tutorial or just talking about all the AI apps that I'm using, and it should have been simple. Just like open it up and like it's literally 15 seconds of the video, and the app just kept crashing on me. I was like, and I couldn't figure it out. Then I figured it out that it was a user error, not the application itself. And it's just like there's moments I'm just like, man, oh man. All right. Hold. Yeah, no, I don't want to hold. I want a freeze frame. Custom instant replay. So modify. What is it? Edit. Why can't I remember? Add freeze frame. There you go. It is Option F, my friends, not Shift F, because that is for... Alright, so that should give us... No, it still doesn't give that. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, and I'm just going to duplicate that first frame, because I need that first frame, because that's the money frame. Boom. Alright. Shouldn't be an issue. I'm going to get rid of that. Boom. And now, oops. Ah, look at that. Perfect. Aha, I beat you, Final Cut. I win this round. You win the next round. All right. So, again, what are we doing here? So I want to hold it. But then I want to hold this one as well. So, oops. Oh, no, stop it. I want to find the... There. Option F. Option F, guys. Option F. Oops. Option F. So then I can go... Yeah, that's usually what I do too, but I know that there is a simple way. It just creates, Option F creates a frame for it. I don't like using the freeze frame. I like using hold because then you can adjust the length a lot easier, and it's still part, like if you put any effects onto that clip, then it even works on that. So if you zoom into it, you do that. The hold option is a much better and stronger way to work, but I'm trying to do something very specific here in that the hold option wasn't giving me the frame that I wanted. So again, crop. We want to crop that out, and then we want it to reveal like that. Okay, so in And then how long? Let's see. Bam. Okay. Let's just see how it flows from the beginning. I like doing that too. Slower, man. Too fast. Okay, and then you do Control V to reveal your keyframes. Stupid keyframes that don't like to work very well in Final Cut. Please, please, Apple, give us Final Cut with keyframes. All right, so what I'm going to do, I should turn down all that audio, move all that over. I don't need to show the shots beforehand, do I? Let's see. Let's make that even longer. Maybe there's a better way to do this, but like if I use a mask, would that be better? Because then it'll give me a soft edge. You know what? Let's try a mask. Just for this one. Because a mask actually may be better. So my monitor is tilting. I'm not typically used to working this way. Typically I'm over here. This is my main station. I'm just doing this so I have this is my live stream kind of set up, and I'm using what microphone am I using? Jeez Louise, man. Jeez Louise, I'm sorry. Where is it? There's the audio. Oh, it's coming from the right. It's coming from the right place. But we're not hearing. Oh my. You guys weren't hearing what I'm hearing. Here, let's try this. Let me know if this is let me know if this works better. Screen share. Oh, you guys weren't even hearing the music? Boo. Cool. Now we're back in business. All right, so I want to go to masks. Where masks at? And we're going to do a shape mask. No, we're not. We're going to do a draw mask. And I'll show you why in a second. So we're going to go bop, 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 and done. All right, so let's zoom this out a little bit so we can see 50%. And I'm going to move that over like this. And I'm going to select those two keyframes and go like that. That's the start. So I want a control point, make a keyframe for that. And then we'll go over to about here. And then we'll move those keyframes to reveal. And then I can add a feather. Can I add a feather? Sure. And then let's see if I can add a border to this. Can I add a border? If I can add a border, then simple border. No. Simple. Ah, so close. How do I add a border to my mask? Can I do that? Linear. Bezier, no. Original, is there another mask with a border? See, in After Effects, it'll be easy because I can just do it. Just to that line, I just want to add it to the mask. Okay, let's scrap that idea. Can I do that? Fixed feather, sure. View, composite, invert mask, no. Unless there's some kind of fancy kind of mask in here. Utilities. No, doesn't look like it. All right, let's just see how that works. Ah, that was not the intended. I need to invert mask. There we go. Then we take our keyframes and just maybe go a little. And then we can hold it for a second, put that in, and then we can copy that keyframe. Can I copy the keyframe? Copy the, oops. Copy that keyframe. Can I put it in? No, it didn't like that. Okay. Fine. Gotta do it the old-fashioned way. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit further, grab my 2 points, and drag it back over. And I need to make sure that there's something underneath. Cool. And then we continue, oops, then we continue the shot, right? But it would be from here. Nope, don't do that to me. And we'll continue the shot from here. Let's see if I can get that to work. Guess I should turn off the oh yeah, because it's the beginning shot. Ah, that would help. There we go. That's the first one. Let's take a look at that. Let's see if we can get that to feel good. And then we can move on to the next shot. Oh. Well, that's an issue because I don't have the original shot for this. Okay, so I'll move on to the next one. I'm gonna take that and move it somewhere else. Move it somewhere else. So lift from storyline. Boop. Gotta cut it out of here. Jam it at the back end. Cool. But anyways, that's the process. All right, let's take one more shot for today. I like that one because it's different. Oops. Like just being able to do that is amazing. Thank you, Final Cut, for being awesome that way. Oh, can I get them to walk in step? Maybe I'll do that after. that's not gonna work. Because I need that part to be in the shot. I think that's important. Okay, simple procedure. Get rid of that. Don't need. Then I don't need the rest of that for now, but I'll leave it there as a gap file. Get rid of it. Let's see. So I want to create a option F of the still frame, because what I'm going to do is duplicate that shot. I'm going to reverse the clip, make it faster, drop it in. Let's see if that works. Nice. See? Simple, man. So simple. And then that's why I'm using the draw mask, because then I just copy and I paste the draw. Oh. Then I copy and paste the draw mask. No, not here, because I want it on the original video. So I need to create a option F freeze frame of that. Come on. Create an option F freeze frame. Then I do the Shift Command V for the draw mask. Ah, did I do that wrong? That's interesting. It cut to the next shot. Maybe I don't want a freeze frame here. Maybe what I want is that shot to play from the beginning again, while this shot does the reveal. I think that would be more effective. Again, you're trying to figure out. So then we paste that onto there. We'll turn these off. And then we can grab these keyframes. Oh, why are they so far? Do I have the wrong shot? So what's happening here? And reset that parameter. All right. So obviously, my mask isn't animating. So let's animate this mask, shall we? Zoom out a little bit more. Grab my two keyframes and skaploosh. I'll delete this keyframe, delete that keyframe, and add in another keyframe, and then we can go back out. See how that works. Oops. 100%. Yeah, way too fast, man. That's weird. Why is it doing that? All right, let's. It obviously doesn't like that. I don't know why. That is the original clip. Okay, that's cool. Cool. I'm okay with that. Final Cut. I'm okay that you don't care. You don't care about my feelings. So bam, 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 bam. For some reason you didn't want to do that. We'll invert it. We'll close it out. We'll move those over to there. Create a keyframe that is. Was it because the shots were different? I don't know. You see, it's not as visually exciting. Good enough. Let's move on to the next one. Let's one more. Let's do one more. Cool. Floor McFloor floor? Or we'll do the head. Yeah, let's do that. And we can zoom in right on her forehead. Ready? And then we paste. That's what we're going to do for this. The head turn, I like that. And we cut, and then we cut. And we can get rid of that for now. Let's see. The thing with invisible effects, usually so subtle you can't see them. All right, and then we take that, we do a freeze frame, right? Option F, look at that, I'm relearning. Move that over here. Take that, we want to time reverse it, and it does become quicker the more you do this kind of stuff. So that's that. I guess I should get rid of the crop. And then the position. Reset parameter, reset parameter. That was good. looks weird. Fine, 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 fine. Here, we're going to use some effects to zoom in. Ready? We're going to use some MKB HD. Just going to finish this one. Let's get to it. And then we have the zoom in. Where are you at? Right there. Boom. We'll do that over top of everything. And we'll choose her head. Then we do our freeze frame. And then we can go here. Let's see if I can copy and paste that. Oh, it doesn't like it. That sucks. Anywho, we'll figure it out. Doesn't. It has the keyframes, but it won't. Wow, that's interesting. I think I found a Final Cut bug. Should I report it? Make sure I zoom in first and then. See, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do a white line reveal so again the audience can follow where this is going. Yeah, let's go. Again, it's just paying attention to what the audience is actually seeing. So let's just take a look at what you see from the beginning. Here, I'm gonna go full screen for you guys because you know. So I just need some stuff to happen sooner. Just for this one. Let's get in there. Go 50. Nope. Let's go 25%. All right, let's try that one more time, shall we? Shall we? We shall, because that's what we're shalling. I want to get in closer. Let's get in closer, shall we? Yeah. Let's focus in on exactly what we want people to look at. Let's go. Cool. All right, let's do the back half of that shot where it undulates. No, it unreveals itself. And then we can go to the next shot. So then reveal, pop. Oops. Wrong timeline. Don't say no. Cool. And then we go back to the ooh, I like that. Now she moves her head back. Bam. Let's try that again. Okay. Let's play back what we got. Let's play back what we got. Cool. Oops. Now we cut that, cut that, cut that, and then we can just cut to the beat. So there's a shot. Where am I missing that shot? Anyways, guys, I just want to wrap this up. I want to say thank you for hanging out with me while I put this together. It's been fun. There's still a lot of work to go, but it's Sunday night, so I'm going to enjoy the rest of the evening, as you guys should do the same. Enjoy the rest of your night. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. So make sure you go check it out. That's probably going to be dropping tomorrow or the day after. And if you guys have any questions about all of this that has happened, let me know. Otherwise, You guys have a fantastic evening. Bye for now.